Hello YouTube, Fuzzfinger here. Welcome to a Final Fantasy X, not a live stream video, but a pre-recorded video that I've since uploaded. And the reason this hasn't been streamed live is because by the time you're watching this, I will actually be away on holiday. So I've headed up to Scotland for the week for some family stuff. My sister's running a marathon in the Edinburgh Marathon, and we're going to be supporting her with that. But I didn't want to leave you guys without any content for the week, so I have pre-recorded this and uploaded it so that it should go live on schedule, and hopefully you guys will be satisfied until I get back, and then of course we'll be live streaming once more. So we left off in a bit of predicament at the end of the last live stream. For those who watched, if you haven't, you can check out the archive. We made our way all the way to just before this travel agency here off the high road, and we got a game over. Due to a negative, nasty ambush thingy that we couldn't really do much about. Probably should have healed before the fight, but not to worry. I made my way back off camera, and here we are, hopefully ready to go ahead and take on the next boss fight. So let's get started with today's episode as we continue on with Final Fantasy X here on PS4. First things first, then we've got some cutscenes to get out of the way, and then we'll talk strategies for the boss. A boss which you don't have to kill, incidentally, but it's a good idea to do so. We get some level key rewards for the sphere board. Anyway, I'll be quiet for the cutscene.
That sunset was different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet, almost gentle. What you up to?
Pretty.
Sure is.
I wish I could live in a place like this. Peaceful. Living with a smile on my face every day.
You can, once you beat Sin, right?
But then, a new Sin will be born anyway.
Well, then you can just beat it again.
I wish I could.
Hey, you can. Trust me. You are the best summoner out there. Yuna, why does Sin always come back?
Sin is our punishment for our vanity. And it will not go away until we've atoned.
How do we do that? What did we do that was so bad in the first place? Ah, was it using lots of Machina or something? Oh, wait, was that such a bad thing, really?
It's funny. Ever since I was young, I never questioned it. But now that you ask me if it is that bad or not, I don't know. There are so many things I don't know.
Well, then we're the same. Oh, such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
That's not very nice, you know.
You know, during a game, you have to think of Blitz and nothing else, you know?
Okay.
You can't think, that's a cute girl on the fifth seat from the right. And you can't be thinking about where you're gonna go on that date, because the minute you do, that's when you lose. You see, Yuna, what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat Sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning. It's the only way to defeat Sin. The only way. With it, we can call the final Aeon. That's the goal of the pilgrimage. The faith of the final summoning lies waiting in the far north to greet summoners that complete their pilgrimage. At the world's edge in Xanarkand.
In Xanarkand?
She means the ruins of a city destroyed 1,000 years ago.
You sure it's ruins?
That's what I've heard.
You'll see it for yourself soon enough. Yuna, come back inside.
You will go with us to Xanarkand?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go to Xanarkand to see it with my own eyes. I knew it couldn't be my Xanarkand, but I had to make sure.
Right, so we're resting up for the night. Now, just be careful when you come outside here, because if you head north, you're going to begin the boss fight, and you won't really get much choice about that. So go ahead and save. And if you're ready, then by all means, do go north and start the fight. But if you're not ready, if you want to prepare or whatever else, then you can actually head south and farm some sphere points. And it's helpful, but not required, to be able to get Lulu's second tier magics. But also, it's helpful to make sure that you just generally have good stats all around, because the fight, it's not easy, I will say that, okay? It's not easy, and you can go ahead and watch a tutorial here. I'm not really going to bother.
Sorry?
And when you try and leave, this dude will jump in.
Pardon me, but it came out in El Bed.
Oh, you're in Al Bed.
Mm-hmm. I am Rin, owner of this establishment. Hela Dusadwi.
Huh?
It means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, Heli do sad we to you too.
Mm-hmm. If you are interested, El Bed primers can be found all over Spira. Finding them and learning our language might be fun. Here, let me give you one in commemoration of our meeting. Although you might want to be careful where you speak our language.
Okay, yes, so Rin comes in, as you can see, and gives you, I think it's two
I hear Al
of
Bed
these
are
things,
like
but I
much.
might have already had one from a previous game. It might just be one, I could just be remembering that incorrectly.
Someone help! The Chocobos!
That's our cue. Let's go.
Huh?
Well, I actually heard somebody say Chocobo, which is the way I say it,
Please.
and not Chocobo, as it's so often said.
Huh?
To the Chocobo Corral.
Okay, and this is it now, so you can head north, as I say, and kick off the boss fight, or you can head south and prepare a little more. So I'm going to make sure I've got my team in good fighting order, and then we'll go and save the Chocobos, shall we? One thing I have just taken a few minutes of farming so that we can learn is the Fire ability. This is the first of the second level magic abilities for Lulu, and it is going to come in handy for this next fight. There's actually two ways we can defeat this boss. I'll explain more as we actually get into the battle itself. So, I'm all saved up. I think I've got the abilities we want. I'll best just go ahead actually and sort out our formation. I want to start with Waka because of Dark Attack, or because of Power Break, and we also want to bring Lulu in as well. So with that done, let's head out. This is the Chocobo Eater, and I've never noticed before he's actually got 2 tongues. How lovely is that? So we're going to start with Waka, and first thing you're going to notice is that physical attacks that don't have the piercing ability are not going to do a whole lot of damage. When he says you're next, he's going to unleash a nasty bit of damage as well. But one thing I would recommend is trying to get Power Break on him. Once we do 1200 points of damage, he's actually going to fall over, and we can, at that point, go ahead and start using normal physical attacks as well. But if you don't have fire, then fire, the normal fire, will also do the same trick, but it will just take an extra couple of casts. Now that he's on his back, we need to do 500 points of damage, and that's going to knock him back. So let's see if I can show you this. First of all, we'll go ahead with Power Break, which I doubt will do 500, but important nonetheless. Power Break isn't guaranteed to hit, by the way, unfortunately. And we'll just go for a normal attack with Waka. See how we move back? We need to move him back, I think it's 3 times, and he'll fall off the edge. That way we won't have to deplete his 2,000 hit points. Sorry, 10,000 hit points. But we need to do 1,200 points of damage to get him on the floor each time, which is why I recommended learning Fire. Because by learning Fire, we're going to be able to knock him over with a single hit. And as you can see, that makes this fight a whole lot easier. And back he goes again. And as soon as he moves back, he will stand up immediately. If you don't have fire, you only have fire, what I'd recommend is you pull Tidus out and have him cast haste on Lulu, so you can get more fire spells off. But there we have it. And now we get a dodgy looking scene. And down goes the boss. By the way, if you lose this battle, if he pushes you back off the end of the cliff on the other side, it won't be a game over, but you will be starting the next area in a different position. You can also bring your other party members in as well if they want the AP.
Have you an interest in renting some chocobos? As a token of our gratitude, the first time is free of charge. Please, ask the attendant if you wish to rent.
Thank you so much for saving the chocobos.
Alright then guys, well I'm going to go ahead and finish off this episode now. So the next time I'm playing Final Fantasy X should be on the next live stream, so I hope you guys can make it to that and join me and say hello if you do. But if you've enjoyed this particular episode, please don't forget to leave a like and do come back soon as we continue on with the game. Take care folks, thanks for stopping by.